Alright, welcome back, brush monkeys. Every so often in stripping and repainting old miniatures, I come across something that I'm not sure when I got it or where it came from, and sometimes that could be problematic, and that is the case with this week's miniature, which you can see for obvious reasons, especially the way I've primed him. He's a little questionable. Right? I can't imagine a time when I would have picked this figure up and thought, "Oh, I need a Klansman miniature." But fortunately, that is not the case with this guy, and this video is going to be not so much about painting this guy, but about doing your research and not jumping to conclusions. Because this guy is actually an Inquisitor from Ralpartha Miniatures. That's what he was packaged and sold as. And I'm going to go ahead and pause here and show you the packaging, the original figure and the packaging from the pictures I found from the Lost Minis wiki, which is a great resource when you come across a figure like this and you don't know where it came from or what it is. You can look it up on there with some of the vaguest search terms, and it'll find your figure. So yeah, so here's the box art and the packaging, what have you, for the Inquisitor here. Alright, so that's the packaging. Now, it turns out what he's wearing is actually a fairly common, it's not a clan robe at all. It's actually a fairly common garb, particularly with Spanish religious groups, and it's called a capriote. And I'm looking this up on Wikipedia right now. It's a pointed hat of conical form that's used in Spain. It's part of the uniform of the Brotherhoods, including the Nazarenos and Phariseos. I'm sure I'm mangling that, during Easter observances. And basically what happens is there's a festival in Spain every year where different churches have different colors of outfits and different combinations of colors. Like some will be all blue, some will be all purple, some will be like a green hood with a white robe and all this kind of thing. And they're really colorful costumes and what have you. And again, I want to quote directly from the Andalusia.com website for the Nazarenes. It's a penitent's outfit. And the idea is that this hood carries their prayers up closer to God. So it's sort of like a radar dish kind of thing. It's thought that this outfit is where the clan got their ideas from, Spanish settlers that came over to New Orleans in the southern U.S. and settled there. And so the clan actually got it from the Spaniards. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this guy in colors of a Nazarene or a penitent. And I've gone through a lot of different pictures of the penitents and the different church groups and things like that, and I think I've worked out a color scheme that doesn't necessarily adhere to any of those groups. So I'm not picking specifically one group, but at the same time it also avoids clan robe colors. So I'm going to have his cloak here in I'm going to have his cloak in ultramarine blue. His gloves and his hood are going to be Dark Angel's green. This mantle he's wearing is going to be Blood Angel's red. And then the rest of his robe is going to be Basilicanum gray. So this tabard here on the front is going to be the same ultramarine blue as the cloak here. I don't know why there's a spot that's not primed on the back there. That's weird. So that's how I'm going to paint him. I'm hoping that comes out well. The sword is going to be steel blade, gold hilt and pommel, and a purple grip there. So I'm hoping that will look pretty good by the time it's done. We'll see when I get it finished. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break here and start painting and see what he comes out as. All right. All right. See you in a bit. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, we've made some progress on our Inquisitor here. As you can see, I've got the blues done, we've got the green and the red done. He had a sash around his waist that I painted red. I'm going to go ahead and, that's still a little bit wet. Need to layer that in a little bit. There we go. So I'm trying to do this on camera. There we go. Okay, so got his belt. His under tunic here, Jesus, that flayed fast. His under tunic here is going to be basilicum gray, but then again, so are the bricks on his base. So I'm going to let that dry, what I've got done so far, and then do the basilicum gray and the base all at once, and then we'll just have the metallics and the hilt of the sword left to do. So yeah, so I'm going to take a little break, let that dry, and then we'll come back and do the basilicum gray and take a look at that, and then we will do the metallics. All right. So we'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, so we got the basilicum gray painted on the underrobe there and the cobblestones of the street, and I think that just kind of makes the rest of the colors pop out a little bit more, so that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and, as you can see, it's still wet, so I'm going to go ahead and take another break, let that dry. That is going to wrap it up for the contrast paints I'm using on this guy. I may do another layer of the basilicum gray on the robes just to darken them up a little bit and make them stand out from the street, because that does kind of blend in. But that's going to have to wait until it dries. I'm going to take a break, and then when we come back, we've got the regular paints to do, all the metallics, the purple on the hilt, the black on the base band here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, as you can see, there's a line of fringe right along the bottom of the tunic and along the edge of the mantle here that I haven't painted. I'm going to paint those gold just to give them a little extra interest, make them pop a little more. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and let that dry, and then we're going to come back and start it on the metallics. All right, see you soon. Bye. Alright, so just a quick update. I decided the basilicum gray wasn't dark enough, and it just kind of blended in with the cobblestones there, so I decided to go ahead and do the under robe in Black Templar instead. So that's quite a bit darker. I think it'll stand out a little bit more. I think I might dry brush the greens with Niblet green just to give them a little more, just to brighten them up a little bit, because that green, that dark green against the black is really kind of dark, and I think that'll make the fingers stand out a little bit more. In the meantime, I'm just going to let the basilicum gray, or excuse me, the Black Templar dry, and then I'll come back and start in on the solid colors, the regular paints. But yeah, I decided that basilicum gray wasn't going to work, so Black Templar it is. So I gotta wait for that to dry, and then we'll start in on the rest of it. Alright, see you soon. Alright, brush monkeys, as you can see, we've got the, I went ahead and dry brushed the green with a little bit of Niblet green. I dry brushed the blue with a little bit of Emmerich blue, just to make both of those stand out a little bit more. And they look pretty good. I've also painted the grip of the sword in Vallejo model color heavy violet, and I based all the golds in Balthazar gold. So I'm going to give that a few minutes to dry, and then we'll go back over the golds with the Vallejo model color old gold. Highlight all that. You see, it looks pretty spiffy. So I'm pretty happy with how he's coming out so far. So just have that gold highlight left to do, and then the base band on the base. And he's coming along pretty well. So I'll pause here, and then we'll come back and finish up the metallics, and then wrap it up. See you soon. Bye. And there he is, Brush Monkeys, our finished Inquisitor, or Penitent Nazarene, depending on how you want to look at it. I think it looks pretty impressive. Pretty happy with how it came out. I will post links to the Andalusia website and the Wikipedia page, giving all the information about the Capriote and the history thereof and that kind of thing. So if you doubt what I'm saying about it not being a KKK robe, you can go check it out for yourself. All that'll be down in the video description. So go check it out, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. If you like what you see, click like down below. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, click subscribe. Both of those help me with my YouTube numbers and help support me doing and what I do best. Speaking of which, if you want to support me more directly, you can visit my Patreon site and go on my Instagram page to see all the miniatures that I paint on this site and how to get your hands on one of your own if you want one. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. You can check both of those to see when new videos get posted. And visit my merch store at storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.